Leah Tortilla presents.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Leah Tortilla. Today I'm going to show you how to make a double chocolate brownie. And this chocolate brownie is going to be so delicious, you're probably going to eat the whole tray to yourself. Or at least, I might. Anyway, that's enough of the greedy talk. Let's get preheating our oven to 180 degrees. And we're going to melt some chocolate and butter. In a bowl, we need 200 grams of unsalted butter. And we're going to wait for, if I put on the right hob, that would help. We're going to wait for this to boil. And we're going to place a bowl of butter just over the boiling water. Make sure the water is not touching the bottom of your bowl. Otherwise, when you add the chocolate, it will burn. Go. Now our water's boiling, we're going to place our butter there, and to our butter we're going to add 350 grams of plain dark chocolate, and we're going to allow them to melt, stirring occasionally. And remember, the smaller your chunks of chocolate and your blocks of butter, the quicker that they will melt. Once your butter and your chocolate has completely melted, it's time to turn off the heat and pop this to the side to cool down for a bit. Wait for our chocolate to cool down over here. To a bowl, we're going to add 125 grams of caster sugar and 125 grams of soft brown sugar. And then to that sugar, we're going to add 3 eggs. And then we're going to whisk the sugar and eggs until all the sugar has dissolved into the eggs. And you've got to get as much air into this as you can so that our chocolate brownie is nice and fluffy. Skim that. And then to our egg and sugar mixture, we're going to add 50 grams of self-raising flour. I'm just going to fold that in gently. Once your chocolate is cool enough, it's time to gently fold this into our mixture. I changed the jug that I put the chocolate and butter mixture into to cool it down a little bit quicker. Once you've thoroughly mixed through your chocolate into our brownie mixture, we're going to add a few handfuls of white chocolate chips to make it our double chocolate brownie. You to gently fold them through. Then you need to get a baking tray and make sure you've lined it properly. So to line this, I've just brushed some butter in the inside of the tray, and then I've stuck some greaseproof paper to the butter. And then we're just going to evenly pour the mixture into our baking tray. You want to make sure that the brownie mixture is evenly distributed in your tray. So you just run the back of your spoon against it like that. And then I'm going to take the tray and just tap it on the side to make sure it's properly even and flat. Then we're going to place this into our oven at 180 degrees for around 30 to 35 minutes. Wish me luck! So when the chocolate brownie comes out of the oven, it will still be a little bit gooey, but don't worry about that, it will firm up as it cools down. That's if you let it cool down. Because if you're like me, you'll probably just delve straight into it and, you know, get covered in chocolate. But to be fair, this time I actually have to let it cool down because I'm serving this as a dessert after dinner this evening. And as you can see, I've got my homemade chocolate sauce here at the ready. And I've got raspberry ripple ice cream sitting in my freezer. If you'd like me to do a video with my chocolate sauce recipe, just give me a message in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Here we go, 30 minutes later. And would you look at that? See, it's formed this beautiful chocolatey crust on top. That is going to be spectacular when I cut into it later. Now, leave it to cool. We'll come back to it later when it's time to serve up. Now that our brownie is cooled down, we're going to portion it. But first, we'll take off the edges. If you don't want to waste any of the edges, you can always make a brownie sundae or something where you crush up the pieces of brownie and mix it with a load of cream and chocolate sauce. We'll just neatly remove the edges. And once the edges are removed, we're going to cut the brownie into 9 rather large portions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's start the piece at the edge. Look, if I show you up close, you can see all the little white chocolate pieces. Gonna put that on a plate. So you can either serve this brownie hot or cold. If you want to heat it up, just pop it in the microwave for around 40 seconds. If you want to eat it cold, then eat it cold. You know, just stick it on a plate and grab a fork. Tell you now, decoration is not my strong point. I can't even scoop an ice cream properly. Look at that. Some leftover white chocolate pieces. Just scatter them around the plate. If you've got some icing sugar, dust that on top. It'll look beautiful. But right now, it's literally looking like your 6-year-old daughter's just been let loose with the chocolate sauce. And there you have it. One seriously gooey double chocolate brownie. Double chocolate brownie? Chocolate. Double chocolate. Yeah. And that concludes this week's episode of Leah Tortilla. I hope you've enjoyed my delicious recipe. I hope it goes well for you at home if you try it at home. And don't forget to leave me a comment, like this video, give it a share, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. I'll see you next week. Bye guys!